So far we've talked about honest signals being either like good or bad. But actually honest signals, certain ones are neither good nor bad per se. They just sort of indicate your level. I.e. like it's an honest signal that you're like 6 out of 10 cool. Or it's an honest signal that you're like 8 out of 10 cool. Something like that. Or 8 out of 10 a worthy guy for the girl to sleep with. And so the concept here is one I refer to as leveling. It actually comes from a concept in poker, which I won't get into right now. But the idea is that certain behaviors in poker and certain behaviors in game tell you very directly and very convincingly exactly what level you're on. And so here's the funny thing about this. Say a guy is getting into pickup and he's just learning. And he learns a behavior that levels him at about, like, say, a 6.5 or a 7. Now, if the girls he's talking to when he's starting out in game are like girls that are just cute, they're like 6s, a girl that's about a 6 is going to love a guy that's a 6.5 or a 7. Because we talked about the female paradox earlier, right? She wants a guy that's a little bit better than her, but not so much better that she's scared he's going to cheat like crazy. And so if the girl's about like a 5.5 or a 6, and he does a behavior that's an honest signal that he's a 6.5 or a 7, she's going to love him for it. In fact, she might get aroused right on that alone. She might even compliment him and be like, I really like the way you did that. And like indicate that that's the reason even that she liked him. And that's great for him. However, when he advances in his game and he wants to start getting 8s, 9s, 10s, and he does that same behavior that leveled him at a 6.5 or a 7, he's going to get immediately categorized as not worthy with those girls. And it's kind of a mindfuck because the very thing he did that not only worked for him, not only was consistent for him, but actually even got him compliments and he was told specifically that's what was working, now is the specific thing that's not working. And as long as he clings to that behavior, he's pretty much guaranteed to continue being unsuccessful and being inconsistent with those higher level girls. So it's a bit of a mindfuck. And this is the concept of leveling. This is another reason why most guys never get to advance in their game. Because they learn these sort of like gimmicky leveling behaviors that will get them to a certain level, but they won't succeed beyond that. And especially, they're going to need to unlearn them in order to proceed. So what I'm going to talk about throughout the rest of this section is what are some of those leveling behaviors, how can you know that you are leveling yourself, and what can you do about it so that you don't fall into this trap.